Good morning, Good They say the microphone works. Look at that. Good morning, do-gooders. This is the time that you can certainly network together, and we're going to start our brunch by calling one table at a time. So please, if you see some neighbors that you know, chit chat with them. If you see someone you don't know, just please go and introduce yourself. Okay, this is a partly of informational and networking session. Okay, and I'm going to let you know which table at a time. We start right here. Yeah, right. Please make your way to the back. Good afternoon, everyone. The crowd is looking lovely. For all of you guys that may be interested, the restroom is out this door all the way down to the end, and you can wash your hands if you would like to do so. We also have sanitizer that is on the table. At this time, you guys are welcome to grab you something to eat. This is our networking time. We're gonna get to know each other and break bread together. Also on your program, everybody. Now let me ask y'all a question. Who in here likes to win prizes? Anybody raise your hand if you like to win prizes? Okay. How about a $50 prize? Who would be interested in winning a $50 prize today? Then do me a favor. I need you to scan the QR code on your program that says survey. We have a survey, guys, that we need to get as much information as we can from the community. And so by you filling out that survey, you are propelling us into the right direction with what we're trying to accomplish. So as a thank you, you will be entered into a drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card. And I know y'all love Amazon, right? So do that survey for us. And you're welcome to share that survey for others. Our goal is 1,000 surveys from the city um, residents. So if you guys have other people that you think would like to take the survey, now the $50 gift card is for y'all today, okay? But we'll have some other incentives along the way. So just know for whoever you share it with, they are more than welcome to be able to win a prize as well. So we're gonna network, and for everybody that is over there in virtual world, I don't think we went live. You go live, Jason. Press live on the button. You press live. We live. All right. Hey, everybody in virtual world. Sorry you couldn't make it in person, but we will make sure we send you the QR code as well, so that you guys will be able to get entered into the raffle for the $100. I'm sorry, the $50 Amazon gift card. So I will make sure that everybody gets that inside of the virtual audience. Also, on the card, on the table when you first come in, there's some different colored cards. Please pick up as many of them that resonate with you. All the different color cards, please make sure you get as many of them that resonate with you. You are more than welcome to have as many as you would like. But we need everybody to have at least one card because this is a bunch of people that do good things. And so we put a lot of effort into thinking about all of the different areas where we may connect with one another. And so that's what those cards are for. So if you haven't, please make your way to the back table and we will be able to get you, with your cards. We're gonna turn the music on. It's currently 11:14, so we're gonna take about 15 minutes to eat and network. We got more people coming in. Everybody's coming through. It looks really good in here. So 15 minutes, we're gonna network. April, tell the people, hey, in virtual world.
Hey, virtual world.
All right.
This is regular school. No, it's street house. One moment. Can you get yours to scan on the QR code? That's too late. Oh. Yeah, you don't have to have it, but we're just going to use the same slides that we used for the presentation. You got it. Yeah, you know what you're doing. Oh, that's your shirt.
You're doing the right thing. Yes.
Hey.
Okay, so how you doing? I'm
glad you came.
Oh, I'm just waiting.
Okay.
I just wanted to come make sure.
Introduce yourself. Thank you. I thought we had registered. I said, I didn't introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Where's your radio?
Oh, you going to
Okay.
a little bit behind. I won't tell you said that.
It's okay. I was
Yeah, but definitely, I appreciate everything. And like I said, let's get connected. Did you get a chance to have a website back? What you
I think I messaged you afterwards.
did you? Because I don't think I got it.
See, I have good intentions. I may have thought to, and then got sidetracked.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk to you.
Yes.
Coach Rickhouse. Coach Rickhouse. Coach Rickhouse and Coach Jason.
Casey, thank you for it.
We have an athletics program as well. And so I wanted to introduce you because these two are over our fitness club. So what we're doing is fitness family.
Okay.
So I think if y'all talk, you can see better how, we can incorporate everything into a mainstream process.
Sure.
So just make sure y'all got business cards.
Yeah, I got a car and everything too. And I'll make sure
And then I got y'all phone numbers too. I can connect with you.
yeah, and don't forget I got a driver's license too. Even though Phyllis, I didn't tell you. Yeah. So yes, I got a couple things going on.
We can talk about it.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. As soon as I go, I'm gonna get
Oh yeah, y'all got y'all interest hard. Do you have the survey QR code big? Yep. Yep. No, it's inside the library. What? Happy now.
say I have a great one, but I
Hey everybody, I'll see what's going on.
How you doing?
It's like the word of God is tight, but it's right.
If you have not had the opportunity to get your food, you may get into the line now. I think everybody, almost everyone has had the opportunity, so please join in.
What's that? Oh, stop the show. Yeah. Stay on there, not even, yeah.
I heard that Barnett was in town.
Well, I don't know. I know his brother passed away.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
But I don't know if he's here or not.
No, I'm saying I think he was in town a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, we went to the line. Somebody eats, I see. That's a good thing.
What did you do with her? Oh. No, fishing. That's her. That's my favorite.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get started. The crowd just looks amazing. You guys, give round of applause for you guys for showing up in the rain. That just says so much about your commitment and your interest in what we're doing. And we just thank you so much because sometimes it don't even have to rain. It could just be, oh, a chance of rain. And you know how you get, oh, I ain't going. But nobody felt that way today, and I hope it's not because y'all just came for the food. I think you came for some food for thought as well. How about that? So at this time, I'm gonna ask everybody to please silence your cell phones or your, I don't know if anybody has a beeper. Anybody still wear a beeper in here? That's real old. But silence your device, your tablet, your cell phone. We're gonna have our presenters start to speak. And we don't want them to be interrupted. So I'm going to give everybody a moment to be able to do that. Okay, is that better? Okay. Everybody is silencing their cell phones. And again, for those of you who just came in, on your program, there is several QR codes, but the one that is in the middle, the blue one, the Safe and Sound Survey, if you would be so gracious to fill that out, you just scan that QR code, and by you filling out that survey, it's going to enter you into a raffle for a $50 Amazon gift card. Okay, sound good? If you need help, if you're not able, because I had one person that wasn't able to get the link, by scanning it, just get with me. I can send it to you directly, and you can fill it out that way. Our goal is 1,000 surveys to be completed. We're doing this because we're building some data. So it's very, very important that you fill this survey out. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. Everybody's voice does count. So for all of you guys that do not know who I am Serena Mann, and I'm the proud founder of Individuals Making Positive, Active Change Together. I know that's a lot, y'all. So impact is what we go by. And we started our nonprofit about 4 years ago. And I'm just very excited because from then we have grown to being in this room today with all of you wonderful do-gooders. I really thank you guys for being a part of this momentous occasion. This is our launch of the Safe and Sound movement. And you guys know a movement means action, right? So we're ready to take action. The whole goal of Safe and Sound was something that I carried inside of me my whole life, whether you believe it or not. From the very young age, maybe 5 or 6 years old, I fell in love with community work and just doing outreach. I started in my church. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was in church, I didn't understand what I was being groomed for. So let me enlighten some of you guys. When I was at church and I was called up to do the welcome address, that was public speaking. And that's why now I have no problem standing in front of you lovely people and speaking, because it was trained in me since I was a young child. When we were going to the nursing home for Christmas to hand out food bags and to paint the nails of the residents, I didn't know that was hospitality. I didn't know that that was humanitarianism, to be able to think about somebody outside of yourself and to consider them. I didn't know that when we were having our youth programs and they gave different people positions, that we were learning leadership, we were learning hierarchy and structure and project development. I wasn't aware, but my whole life I've been groomed for the position that God has blessed me to be in right now. And so from there, I used to always say that when I grow up, I'm going to have a daycare. I'm going to take care of children. And at the tender age of 24 years old, I started Heavenly Hearts Family Learning Place, a 5-star rated in-home family daycare located in the wonderful city of Chesapeake, Virginia. And for over 8 or 9 years, I served those families. And you know what I learned in that, guys? It wasn't just the children that needed care. The family as a whole needed care. There were so many times that I was the one that when mom couldn't get off to take the child to practice, that, Miss Rita, do you mind dropping them off at the field so they can go to football practice? Absolutely. I was the one, I'm having trouble being able to pay my bill and I need assistance with that. I was the one that sat down with them and taught them how to budget, help them fix their credit. And so with that, organically teaching them those things, skills that I just always had, I was able to have another business, United Credit Doctors of America, a financial education company, where we specialize in credit repair, budgeting, and just helping people to get to the financial place that they want to get to know that you're not limited by where you started off, but it's all about where you want to go and being consistent and diligence. And from there, that's where impact came in, y'all, because a lot of the people who needed the educational services, they couldn't afford them. And so that we were able to offer those things to the community, not just the financial literacy, but housing assistance, and other things that I realized that the families I served needed over those course of the years. And then just 2 years ago, I was super duper blessed to be able to acquire a building in the Portsmouth city. And that building was a dump. I'm gonna be real with you. It was a dump. And it's 3421 Portsmouth Boulevard. I'm giving you the address because I want you to stop by now and see it. You would never know what it used to look like if you came into there now. And so that is the house for Heavenly Hearts Learning Academy, our commercial child development center that is licensed by the state of Virginia. And then we also have Impact House there as well, and we do a lot of our community events and workshops and things. The key things that we're known for inside of your little pamphlet, you'll see for Impact, we have a drone aviation program that we help people get their recreational pilot's license called a Trust Pilot's License. We do a CPR and first aid class called Impactful Hands. And what the Impactful Hands program is actually free CPR and first aid certification for parents that have latchkey children. So the parents and their children get the certification for free. And then for seniors that are over the age of 55 and up, they can get the certification for free. And we did it that way because we identified that those were two of the most vulnerable areas in the community that people didn't have these skill sets, and by simply knowing that you could save a life. And so with that, we also offer our resource referral program. And it's just been a blessing to be able to serve on this greater level. So up until this point, we were just doing our thing, and I always have believed that holistic is the best way to go. It's not just one thing that people need in order to be successful, because if you're hungry, you don't want to hear me talking about financial literacy.
Right.
You don't want to hear me talking about God. You want to be fed. You want that hunger off your stomach. And then from there, you can be more open to whatever else I'm trying to share with you. And so it's so multifaceted how we have to help people and meet them where they are. And so with that, I came up with a concept. So with Portsmouth United, that's a concept that came down from the Portsmouth Police Department back in January. That's when they started it. And then they had another meeting in February, so forth and so on. And they ended up giving people in the community with nonprofits a chance to pitch, to do a proposal. And so myself, being who I am, I'm like, we have to do this. It's like, I don't even know, I think, maybe 3 or 4 days before it was due, we found out, and it was like, well, let's go, And we put something together, we prayed over it, and then we were contacted to come in, do our proposal, and we were selected as one of the awardees for that. So let's give it up to God for working that part out. And there are other, I believe there was a total of 22 total awardees for the Portsmouth United. And so our proposal program was Husky. Okay, not Huzzy for the old Southern people. We ain't calling any names. Husky. It stands for Holistic Urban Community Safety Initiative. And so with that, I have my collaborative partners. I went to them and I said, I want to offer a holistic program to the city that will allow, somebody didn't get a memo about silencing and stuff. We ain't gonna point you out, that was okay. But we wanted to be able to come together and to offer this mainstream program so that whether you needed help with physical needs, emotional, spiritual, financial, there will be something for everybody. And so those are the 4 pillars that we operate under. And I want to take a moment now to introduce my collaborative partners. I don't know how to work the computer. So Jason, I'm going to let you come and put that part up. But first up, let me check the PowerPoint, y'all. Give me 1 second so I can make sure I know who's the first person. Let me see. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's right. They said the icebreaker. I thought the ice was broken, y'all. I was comfortable. I was ready to go. But that's okay. At this time, I'm going to have April come up here. Miss April J. Can we give her a round of applause? April is going to explain our icebreaker for you guys.
But hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so grateful to be in the room with you all. All right, so today, the icebreaker is going to be, the cards that you picked out, your interest cards, we want to group ourselves according to those colors, okay? And you may have picked multiple cards if you're multi-passionate. So just pick a color and get with that group. Now we color coded the tables to assist in that, but really it doesn't matter. So just get with that color, and we're gonna give you a prompt to discuss some of the things on your cards, okay? Why this is important to you. What are the other questions? What is it? We got you. So let's take this moment now to gather with one another, to gather with your color. So red, it's a red table here. See, you can go by the table. We got gold, green, we got purple, orange. Yeah, you're gonna have to move around a little bit. Speed dating, y'all. Speed dating. We're gonna switch this around after a few minutes. Green over here. Green. Green, dark green. Oh yeah, dark green right here. We have dark green, and light green over here. Dark green, dark green. Light green and yellow. You're in the right thing, Laura. If you have your green card, you're at the green table. You're in the right place. A bunch of people. And then everyone else who has green,
Y'all have any questions? So we're networking right now. And I'll go get the cards so that way you guys can see the colors of them, and then y'all can put y'all stuff in the chat. I'll be right back.
Match up to your tablecloth. So we get our speed date going.
Are there any more powdered pinks? We have powdered pinks up here on the stage. All of our powdered pinks. Employment. Anybody that resonates with employment, powdered pink, please come up here to the stage.
Has everyone found their tribe? Monique says no. She's looking for yellow or gold. So that's the gold table with Miss Betty. All right, let the right table, Monique. You're right there with Miss Betty. So that's the gold table. Who else needs help finding their newfound friends? Okay, you are yellow. All right, you're in the right place. Yes. Yes, please. You have it. Yellow at the yellow table. Very good. All right. So what we're going to do, as you are grouping yourselves together according to your colored tablecloth and your newfound friends, we're going to get our speed date on. Our speed date. All right? Hold up. We're speed dating. You are dating the people who are at your table.
So insecurities and
Also are drawn
deserts.
to your
This is
same
one of the
cause, your
topics.
same issue. All right?
Hunger.
So
and
again, the
food,
instructions are, you already start your speed dating.
employment,
You're gonna have 4 or 5 minutes to discuss the
economics,
questions that
financial
are right up
literacy,
front. So you wanna look at the word card that you have,
seniors,
and you wanna turn to your neighbor. And you wanna
housing,
share a specific experience or project that connects the word that you picked,
adults.
right? So it may be something you deal with hunger, like, oh, I went over to the food bank. All right, you wanna get that out, right? And then you want to go on to step number 2, which is how can we
we started a little late, Diamond. Sorry.
how can we work together and share what we know to make things better in these areas? Well, at the food bank, I see they have a lot of canned goods, and I have a garden, right? So you're sharing what you know, resources that you know.
So
with someone
anything
else,
that
someone
you
who is
guys
also
resonate
interested
with,
in your same cause.
in the
And then
chat, if
lastly,
you could please just
what
write
would it
down
make
like
easier
any
for you
questions you
when you
have
work
about those
on that
things,
project?
like if you have
Was it
things that you're
financial
trying to
resources,
do, that you
sweat
need help,
equity, moral
put
support?
that in the chat,
What was
because
it?
that's what we're trying to do
Having
today. We're trying
somebody
to
to
make
help you with that
connections.
garden, pull those weeds, what was it that would
Everybody.
help you to make that project that much more success? So again, you're speed dating. We're gonna set our timers. You're gonna get 4 minutes for this round. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. The questions are right up there. All right, and we are ready. Everybody ready? Ready? Go.
Okay.
In addition to your talking, we need somebody to be jotting down these answers so you can report back. You're gonna need a scribe.
One of y'all going, there's pens in your bag.
You didn't bring any pen. There's one in your bag.
Okay. We're gonna take y'all around. Let's see what they talking about over here.
Your neighbors are a little confused. You need some help. Raise your hand.
What color you got? Green. Oh, you wait now. Who's this? Do you mind scooting over a bit? Here you go, lady. You want to pull up
If you
that
don't
chair?
have a group, because you don't have a
This the
card, let
virtual
us know.
audience. They just want to hear what y'all talking about.
Participation.
Everybody. Hey, Do Gooders.
That was my trajectory. And I wound up kind of in a roundabout way. I've been a massage therapist for 25 years. Service, public health service in the community, and in acupuncture. So, in a roundabout way, I
Oh, the strain. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. This one is this. What's your name?
Letitia Brown, I'm with Atlantic Union Bank. I'm the Community Impact Team Coordinator.
Okay, team. She gonna send you the link. Okay, I'm gonna get it for her right now. Let's all go over here.
Your date has a minute and a half. A minute and a half.
Oh, let me show y'all the food. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Look at the food, y'all. Let me bring y'all all the way around here. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. The caterer was not playing no games. Hold on, let me make sure I do her some justice because she did this right. That's the food we got. Got some of everything, donuts, chicken and waffles. You know, beautiful arrangement. This is our youth earn and learn right here display. Y'all see how beautiful that is? Youth earn and learn. And
We sell fresh vegetables.
I see a lot of talking. Anybody write down the answers? Anybody write down the answers?
Hey, girl. There go Mr. Bird. Hey. Miss Linda waving. Hey, Miss Linda. There go Arthur. Hey. Over here talking.
No, that is a big deal. That is fantastic. And I have a question.
Well, you look, they have, we also have a health fair that's coming up on November the 16th. And so
Oh, this is our virtual audience. We're just bringing them into conversation. So,
it's time.
okay,
It's
time.
time.
I'm gonna have to go sit y'all down for a second. I'll be back. Put y'all in front. Hey.
All right. It's time. Make number one. Make number one. Make number one is over. It's time. All right.
All right, we need the record keepers from each group to please come on the stage promptly. We're gonna count to 20, and by the time we get there, we need you on the stage. The scribe or the record keeper from each team, come on to the stage. We're gonna count to 20. Ready, set, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 and a half, 19, 20. Everybody should be up here. All right, so we're gonna let Karen take it over and bring them up one at a time. You can get them to tell them their name and stuff.
All right. I'm going to start here to my right. Come on over this way. If you can share with them your name.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Hummel. I'm the president and founder of 2 College.
And if you can share your word card.
I was in the employment group.
All right.
Small planning group.
All right. Share.
Yes, so with 2 College specifically, I talked about how we have internships for students every semester, so they're getting experience as they're learning and they're networking at the same time, so they can go straight into the job of their interest. We also have scholarships. We don't do financial aid, we do scholarships, so no students are going into debt. So once they leave, they have a job and they're out of debt. Another person was talking about how they love to volunteer in all different areas, and they have children who need employment, and so looking for different ways of helping equip their children for employment. We had a woman who does resume services and also job fairs, so she was able to contribute on that way. And then there was one person who was a young person looking for advice on how to get ongoing employment. So it was a really good group of all different experiences and ideas.
Fabulous, fabulous. Yes, come on down, share your name, your affiliation, your program, and then what your word choice was.
Okay, my name is Andrea Stephen, and I'm a counselor and resident at I.M.P.A.C.T Counseling, and I was mental health. What we talked about was a 12-week maybe program in reference to opioid and suicide, a boot camp that would give instruction on how to work through that. Clients that need access to medication, there seems to be a struggle for persons with mental health issues being able to get the medication that is needed. Learning how to take care of your own mental health, because oftentimes we reach out to other people, but we tend to neglect our own self-care. Also working in trauma and understanding the trauma field and how it impacts emotions and all, and so that's important as well. Understanding depression in children, teenagers, and adults. Normalizing mental health is important so that, you know, we won't have a problem with reaching out when we need it. Reducing the shame associated with it, because oftentimes people know that they're dealing with these struggles, but then because they're shameful about it, they tend to hide what's really going on. Bridging the gap between the spiritual and the mental health field, because I remember as a teenager, I remember my mother saying to me when I said I'm going through depression, she was like, well, just pray about it, it'll go away. But there are times that, yes, prayer works and we believe it, but other times you need other support and services to go along with it. And then better access to healthcare is another component of it, and also maybe doing a mental monthly Zoom meeting where the resources are just loaded up so we're all aware of what's going on.
Ooh, that's very good, very good. Come on down, right? Introduce yourself and tell me your words.
Okay, hi, my name is Catherine Birch. I am founder of Rising Rose. Our word is financial literacy and economics. The case that I have been working with a grandmother right now who is low income, and she's currently raising 2 of her grandchildren who are autistic by herself with no additional financial support. And she's unemployed without transportation, and she's considering on taking a job for as a caretaker overnight for 3 children, but the person's offering her $25 a night. So we discussed some of the resources that would help, and one of it was connecting her resources by recommending her go to United Us system, where it can give her a variety of different resources that might be able to assist her in unique situations. Also financial literacy, educating on that budgeting, how to actually manage their money. We also talked about getting her with food pantry services and other basic need resources in the community that can fill that gap and probably relieve some of that financial strain that she's experiencing. And then also really getting in and talking to her about the going rates of care. The $25 per child, the $25 for 3 children overnight really isn't going to help her at all.
Thank you. All right, tell us about your dates.
Hi,
Introduce yourself first.
good afternoon. My name is Shauna Wilkins, and I am the outreach coordinator with We Need to Know Ministries. We had the color green, and our word was adults. And so on our team, we had Miss Melanie, who was with substance use, Miss Deborah with, as a birth doula, Miss Wilmers with the domestic violence, myself with mental health, Miss Adrian, who was a community programs coordinator, and Miss Robin, who's working to find her place. And she also works retail. And so what we thought about just coming together, providing resources in the community, working together for adults and making sure they have the information that they needed, meeting each individual exactly where they are, and being able to provide support for them and community services for them. What would make it easier for us? We chose having donors, having financial support, and resources to help support the community. Thank you.
I'm Howard Ingram. I'm with the Faith Churches. We're with the seniors, and we talked about seniors. A couple of issues that seniors have. The first one was medical care experience. That can be overwhelming for them because they haven't experienced that before. So it was very important that they take their time, work through it slowly so that they can understand everything that's going on with that process. And another item that we talked about was numerous phone calls. We all receive phone calls on our phone and whatnot. Most seniors still have the landlines in their homes and everything. They don't all have cell phones like the younger people and whatnot. So the thing that is needed is that they need a way to filter their calls that come in, either by an answering service or an answering machine and whatnot. You don't always have to answer the phone immediately when it rings and whatnot. Get in your mind that you want to let it ring. And you can always, if it's a friend or family member, you can always call them back. You don't have to answer immediately. So that was some of the things we talked about. And the way we can help them is more support from the family, especially younger members of the family who are willing to come and sit with them, take time with them, and help them through this process and whatnot. Or either the church can help also by through the outreach services to help their seniors to calm them down when they have an issue or are trying to work through a problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Good morning. Hi, my name is Amanda Simpson. I'm a project coordinator, Sincere Health. And the word that we chose were youth. So I wrote down for our first question some of what our group members did. We have some people working in after-school programs, recreation centers, some who developed specific programming for youth and were able to complete those programs. Some who are teaching mothers how to master womanhood and raising money for their families and youth. Have high school athletic scholarships, daycare centers, and providing transportation for youth, and then mentorships and emotional support needs. And so when I think about all these words, these are all the different facets you might interact with the youth in some capacity. And we have some things that are, I guess, a challenge in these various areas. Some resources for question number 2, how can we work together? And we said sharing resources, networking. There's enough for everyone to eat and to lead in their own capacity. So if you have someone who's in maybe an after-school program, or maybe they're knowledgeable about grants and scholarships, these are expertise in areas where we can come together and inform each other on these areas, so then we can come together, piece it together, and make it do what it do for the kids, okay? And then for the third, what would make it easier? So the top one, of course, is always funding. Added in there skills and talents. I work with volunteers and board members, and so these skills and talents are invaluable outside of the funding that you receive. And then just being a resource and sharing info with one another. Those are some of the things that we can do, and that's some things that are needed. All right.
Hello, my name is Ro, and behold. So what we talked about was hunger. I met with 2 lovely young ladies, you say young ladies in the back, named Miss Francis and Miss Tony. They are, Miss Francis is the co-pastor and executive director, and Miss Tony, I forgot what her title is at the church. However, it's Mount Sinai Family Life Church and Center. And we discussed what we could do for hunger. Our experience was that they actually have an outreach program at their church every 3rd Saturday with the Southeastern Food Bank, who they work with. It's in Portsmouth, and it's at 1200 Potomac Avenue in Portsmouth. They are on Facebook, and they need more volunteers. That's what they need in order to get their services going. So, and they actually have really good outreach program. A lot of people come and get food or whatever they need at the church. We talked about experiences. That was their experience. My experience was with my grandmother. Somebody had came to my grandmother's house. I had to be like 10. I was on the floor watching TV. And this dude was just lying, just telling all these tall stories. And I kept looking back and being like, he's lying. So my grandmother fed him, gave him something to eat, something to drink, and let him sit there and talk and lie. And then after he left, I said, Grandma, I couldn't say lie. I said, Grandma, you telling stories, you telling a lot of stories. And she said, I know, he was hungry, he wanted something to eat, so you gotta feed people. And so what my family does is we feed people. Every year for Memorial Day, that Sunday, we have a huge block party. We fry fish, we feed everyone. Huge. We have bounce houses, we have ice cream machine, snow cone machine, we have IDJ, and we just have a huge party, we feed the neighborhood. So that is where I come through with food. And also I have an uncle who's a pastor, his name is Lowell Ford, and that is in Virginia Beach as well. Upper Room Church on the Rock, he has a food pantry, so if anyone's looking for food, I go to him and deliver food.
All right.
That's all we got.
Tell us about the date.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kiana Boone, and I'm one of the founding members of Star Haven. Our card was housing. And the reason why it resonates with myself as well as our group is it came out that everyone is passionate, about housing, and that's basically what we do. Our group provide housing to the single adult homeless community in the Hampton area, along with supportive services. As we went around our group, they're still right there at the red table. What we found out from our people is some of the personal experience. Some between the elders are either going through something now with housing or had to sell their homes, got to a certain point in their life and just had to make a change. Others were just looking at there's no affordable housing, just passionate about how housing is going to progress from here on and as you age. As far as working together, just sharing, Monique brought up a good point. All of us just coming together as a whole, working together, sharing our resources, and just being united, working together as a whole. As far as resource, just to make it easier on us working together, Ms. Bridget said she looks at grants, and all the other stuff, let me talk to you. And everything that was named, sweat equity, moral support, the financial resources, everything is needed. We are boots on the ground, so you already know things don't get done if you don't work at it or put your hands in it sometimes. That's it, that's all I have.
All right, our last day. Come on in. Tell us how it went.
It went phenomenal. My name is Jasmine Moss, and I am, especially I call myself just Jasmine. My husband, I was given permission by God to start his church being his church. And the common mission that I feel that is missed is that we are to get out of the four walls and go out amongst the people and make disciples. We chose disabilities. I was looking at the cards and I was like, okay, which one represents the least of them to me? And for me, it's disability. We have a daughter who is now 17 who has Down syndrome. And she had cancer when she was 2. She's missing fingers. One of the young ladies, she's disabled due to health issues. Another young lady in the group has a child with a disability. Another young lady has family members who are affected with various disabilities. So then it propelled her into healthcare as a means or a way to give back to those who need. And all God kept saying to me is, what you do unto the least of them, the least of them, done unto me. So as I'm listening to all of you beautiful people come up here and speak, the commonality is the least of them. Yeah. So, okay, God, I kind of get emotional and keep it short. I'm as far as how can we work together to share what we know to make things better, this is it. We're bringing all our ties, sorry y'all, to the storehouse. The storehouse.
Yes.
It's I've got this in grants. I've got food over here. I've got a church that can pray for you. There's another women's group over here. There's something for domestic violence. There's something for the children. We're bringing it to one building. Not the church that we're used to. Because this is the church.
Yes.
And then we come in with the resources you gain from the storehouse. And then we go out amongst the people. And we do his work.
Yes.
It is not about just us. It's not, because what you do unto the least of them. I'm the least of them because I decided to be a drug addict. I'm the least of them because I don't feel adequate. I'm the least of them because I don't have. I'm the least of them because I'm broken. I'm the least of them because I don't have you and I don't understand that all I need is you. And you'll fix it.
Yes.
Fix it. What would have made things easier? Submission. Submission. This right here, submission. Forsaking ourselves. Not because we're perfect. I know when I go home, I've got a slew of issues and I'm just sitting there. But he's taught me I don't have to worry about it. That's right. I'm not worried about my issues. I'm worried about being obedient and you take care of the rest.
Yes.
So it is a blessing and an honor to be in a room full of people who are forsaking themselves and putting his word and his work ahead of self.
Yes.
So we're a small small church in numbers, but we're mighty in our love and our passion for Bible-based teaching. Unchurching the church. Not religion, not tradition, not man-made agenda, but God's agenda. And this is it. Black, white, yellow, orange, green. Sexual orientation. God didn't tell me to worry about that. He didn't tell me to worry about what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you're living in. He didn't charge me with that. He said, just love, baby, and I'll take care of the rest. So I'm sorry for getting up here and but I am so thankful for the obedience in this room. And my prayer is that we all go forward and we're obedient and we submit unto Him and we work for one kingdom, not several denominations. One kingdom. Say so. One kingdom. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Amen.
Look, y'all can get up and shout if y'all want to. Without even having to tell y'all why we're here, that sister knew why we was here. And I'm sure that y'all felt the energy. I'm a believer in frequency. All of us are on the same frequency, guys. And we had to all come together so we can amplify. We got to amplify it. And we can do it together. So I want to take a moment to introduce to you guys the official Husky collaborative partners. Well, I don't know who we'll start with because who's the first person on the slide? Jason, come help us. Technology is not my forte. I take care of children. I fix credit. I volunteer and help in the community. Okay, technology is not my thing.
That was amazing, y'all. All of us in like 5 minutes. We came together and came up with solutions, how we can help each other. We figured out new resources. That's what this is about. That's why you're here. I'm so excited, so honored to be in a room full of leaders who are leading with their heart. Oh my goodness. Today is a divine day. Yes.
Okay, so if y'all look at the flow chart, this was just a visual we put together so y'all can understand how everything goes. So we have the I.M.P.A.C.T, that's my organization at the top, because we were the ones that are the fiscal agent for the Portsmouth United grant. Okay, and so underneath that we have our Husky, our Holistic Urban Community Safety Initiative, and from there we have the Safe and Sound Movement. Can y'all say movement? Movement. We need a movement, y'all. Okay, we need a movement, and we have a great foundation right here in this room to get everything. Can y'all believe that in less than a month, me and my team put all this together? Can we give it up for just being committed? Thank y'all so much. We have a website and everything. But going down, we have our collaborative partners. So the first person that we had a PowerPoint, it was mine, but I'm not going to go through it. There's just a quick before and after with the building. Y'all can see what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. These are some of the programs that we have, like I already mentioned those. And then outside of me, I'm gonna introduce this gentleman. He likes to stay in the background. Anybody else like to stay in the background in here? Work behind the scenes. But he's a powerhouse. He does so many things and never wants any recognition, never wants anything other than just to help. I appreciate him. I met him last year when I was looking for somebody. And Carlton, I don't know who that man was that you introduced me to that led me to him, but thank you and thank whoever that man was, because I met Jason and he's just been a blessing to my life. He has an awesome, awesome program, and I'm gonna let him come up here and tell you about it. So let's give him a warm round of applause.
How's everybody doing? So I'm used to talking to kids, not adults. So forgive me if I talk a little bit. My nickname is Righteous and Ratchet at the same time. But the reason behind that is because in order to reach some people, you got to actually meet them where they are. And so, like the young lady said, it's not about the house, the car. It's about how you are communicating with your audience, right? And that was one of the things we were talking about. Everybody here has a program, right? but how does our program not only connect with each other, but how do we connect with the people? So that's one of the reasons I'm gonna talk about the surveys. They are so important because that's how we get the knowledge, the information, so we can give them the programming that they need, right? So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me, and I'm gonna take 1 minute. I started when I was a kid. I started helping in high school after we found scholarships. I started with my first kid. He went to Danville River. His dad was telling me how his son was going to Wake Forest, and this guy was sending him. He said, "Yeah, he charged me $5,000." I was like, "For what?" He said, "Make a VHS tape." How many people used to make VHS tapes? We had the one TV, the next TV, and you put it together. Yeah, that was $5,000. Case in point, put it in the mail, sent it off, $5,000. That kid ended up not going there. We helped him. He ended up going to Virginia Tech. And then next thing you know, another parent came, and another parent came, and another parent came. And man, I was just doing it, and it was led by me because my dreams were accomplished through athletics. Because I use actually athletics that use me. And so we see the downfall of it. And so since then, we started Elite Athletic Group, and we've got over 700 kids, full scholarships, that's academic and athletics. But actually, that's not good enough because I've been in my silo. So I need people like you because that number should be 7,000, right? Because there's not many resources that we use. Now, I'm in athletics, but I need tutors. I need people who can be on the screen. I need people who do what I don't do. I don't like being out in front of this. I actually pay people to be out while I'm working on campus, so I can be dealing with the meat, potatoes, nuts, and the kids what they need. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be in the back again, telling you guys what I'm doing, and I'm gonna sit down. So I'm connected to Hype Factory, which is a physical location. We have a dance studio, we have a media room, we have a music studio, we have a weight room, we train our athletes, but we've gone away from training, we actually go into the development because it's more important for us to get these kids mentally. And that's why every one of your cars was so important because all of them connect. I can't get a kid in college if he's gonna do nothing but come right back home, right? So we gotta take care of the cerebral part. We gotta educate his mind. And sometimes, I'm talking to the mamas right now, I'm talking like I'm in one of my recruit seminars. Some of my mamas, look, we have to let our kids grow up. We can't baby them. So when the alarm clock ring up, they got to get up. I'm gonna tell you what I do to my son. You don't want to wake up, I throw the wet bucket on the stairs. Right? So we have to prepare them to go out and be men and women, right? Because right now we're raising boys to be boys and girls to be girls, and there's nothing in between. And when we get them, it's not too late, but the damage has already been done, right? So think about that.
Hi, everyone. Hi. My name is I.M.P.A.C.T. I am the CEO of You Need to Know Ministries, as well as the senior pastor at Brighton Rock Zion Church located in Portsmouth, Virginia. So You Need to Know Ministries is a nonprofit organization that we just help people live better lives. And one of the things that we try to do is to address needs holistically, so whether it's financial, whether it's physical, educationally, or even spiritually. Brighton Rock has been a beacon of hope in the city of Portsmouth for over 128 years. And so people have come to know to come to that church for services and as well as church services. So Sunday morning, yes, I'm up preaching and doing what I do. But during the week, I'm out on the hedges and highways and I'm compelling men, women, boys, and girls. And so one of the things that we do, some of the things that we do with You Need to Know Ministries, bring it to the church because I believe in going out into the community, meeting people where they are. We have a free after-school mentoring and tutoring program where we work with youth K through 8. Although we have all the way to high school and some college students in there. I am also an assistant professor, associate professor at Norfolk State University, working with the social work department. And so we have social workers from VCU, social workers from Walden University, social workers from Norfolk State. Behold, they're there giving us in-kind services. And so we meet about 30. There's Maggie, there's one of my NSU students that are here. And so we meet about 30 students out here on Tuesday, this month, between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, that we help them with their homework. And those parents bring them in. Rain, sleet, or snow, it is free. They come in and they give us all kind of hugs. And we just pour love on them and provide a safe place for them. We have upstairs and downstairs. We feed them. The USDA, they eat food at 5 o'clock. They have dinner. We have tutors that take them upstairs and really work with them one-on-one with their homework. And then we have games and activities that we do with them. for about an hour. And a couple of things, and they have snack at 7, and at 7:30, we're looking for the parents, come pick them up, all right? And so they're there, and we're still doing recruitment for that. And so if you know of anybody, please come on out and bring them. We also have, we're starting tonight, a men group where we're partnering with the YWCA, where we're teaching young boys how to treat girls and women on their journey to becoming men. So if you have some young boys out there that really need this teaching, bring them on out. We've also partnered with Ping Pong for Charities, where we do ping pong for mental health. They donated a ping pong table, and so we're just getting kids off the street and they're coming in and they're playing ping pong. We've also partnered with the Sheriff's Department, and we provide free computer classes. My husband's the computer guru, and his way of giving back is teaching 101 Word, PowerPoint, and Excel training. And so they bring the returning citizens, they're about to come out of the system and out into the community. And so we actually bring them in this morning, because we do it on Tuesdays right now this semester from 9 until 12. And after that, they eat, and we also talk with them. And so we have a whole lot of things that we actually offer for the community. So if you're interested in knowing more, you can reach out to the church. Our email is brightrockabdesign@gmail.com. And also You Need to Know Ministries. Hit me up before we leave here, because there's so many other things that we do. And so for those returning citizens and some others, we also provide assistance. It may not be, you can't do rent, because you know how much rent is, but if they need food, or if they need Pampers, we did a dual support group. I mean, there's so many things that we're able to do. So people come to know that we are there to help them, and we are certainly happy to be here to partner with many of you to do that. I want to put a plug in for our health fair that's coming up. Health fair November the 16th, and so we're looking for people with the physical and mental health. Also, we have a Christmas community choir. So if you like to sing and you haven't done it in a while, clear your throat. And we're bringing in our community altos, tenors, and sopranos. And we have a link for you to sign up. And we'll be doing a Christmas musical on December the 22nd. Thank you.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Woo, is nothing there?
No, not yet.
All right. I am April Jett.
There we go.
All right. I'm April Jett, the bondage breaker, your soul transformation facilitator.
Yes.
All right. My company, Life Compass Rose, doing business as the Behind the Mask Healing Center. We're all about radical self-intimacy journeys. Our vision is to change the way that we see ourselves, change the way we experience ourselves in the world, and change the way we experience the world. So that way people can harness their power, live fully authentic to who they are. The problem that we have is that so many of us don't know who we are behind the mask. And I call it the mask because these are the labels that we were given. This is your race, this is your religion, this is your label according to your weight, your label according to the texture of your hair, according to the economic abilities that you have, right? And so we grew up with these labels and understandings of who we are before we even found out who we were, right? And then we developed different ways to protect ourselves from the trauma that we experienced as children, from the things that we shouldn't have seen from our parents who didn't have the healing, who didn't know any better, who passed down these seeds to produce fruits in us that we continue to pass down to our children. And so the work that we do here at the Behind the Mask Healing Center is about self-mastery. When you can master yourself, when you know yourself, when you understand yourself, when you accept yourself, have compassion for yourself, when you love yourself, then you can be that for everyone else. When you can do that for yourself. We have people who don't understand that, who are running daycares, who are teachers to our children, who are our doctors caring for our sick, we have nurses caring for our elderly. This is us. And there's no shame in that, because every last one of us has more room to grow, more room to expand. And so I'm here to represent that aspect of the I.M.P.A.C.T programming. It's not just about that, it's about healing the world. And we heal the world by first healing ourselves. So just to be quick, because I know we don't have that much time, but at the Behind the Mask Healing Center, it's an online community. However, we do go to different sites and do work at different sites. So we have programs for children for social, emotional, and self-mastery learning for children doing wrestling. So they have fun ways to learn fundamentals of wrestling, but at the same time, learning how to empower and encourage themselves, learning tools to manage their emotions. Because as we know, we're here fighting crime, right? That's part of the reason why we got this grant is because we got the crime in our area, right? But why are people committing crimes? It's because they don't know who they are. They don't have the resources. They don't know how to manage their emotions. And so teaching children that at an early age, showing them how to value that at an early age is so important. But then we also do work with children and their families, because every last one of us came from a family. Whether you want to consider it that or not, whether you was an orphan, that was your family. And you learned about who you were and how you should see yourself and how much you should be valued from that family. And we are here to undo that, because a lot of us learned that we weren't enough. Not just from our family, but from the society, from your experiences. When you didn't know any better, you were looking around yourself to find out, who am I? And the world told you you were what you were. So we come to do that with families and children, to help the parents be able to manage their emotions better, be able to do the work, the deeper inner work within themselves, to be able to understand, okay, how is this affecting my parenting? How has my childhood affected me and how I show up? So giving them the tools to not only regulate their emotions, but to be able to learn how to heal themselves. All right, the children, we have self-mastery programs just for children, so that way they can do that work just for themselves. So there's a whole lot more that we can do as a group, as a unit. I have other things in the making. So I would just love to be, connected with anyone who feels moved by that concept, right? In order to heal the world, you heal yourself, right? But who are you? Who are you behind the mask they told you to wear? That's the question that we at the Behind the Mask Healing Center help you answer.
Woo! Chef Arthur, where are you? I am Karen Bailey, the founder and executive director of Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids. How many of you saw that beautiful display of all of those vegetables and fruit on the table in the basket? Now all of the good food surrounded by the donuts, but right, the greens and the melon and all like that. Y'all saw that? Yes. Youth Earn and Learn is the local nonprofit connecting healthy eating with empowering youth ages 12 to 17. So when I heard someone talk about employment and how they needed something to do with youth, we looked at each other, right? Absolutely. Because since 2011, we have been helping young people to learn not only where money grows, but how to grow in their pockets. How many of us heard money doesn't grow on trees? Time out to keep passing that along, keep passing that along. So at Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids, not only is it about the healthy eating and the meals that we do and our gourmet granolas. Some of y'all know about our gourmet granolas and our gourmet lemonade, but it's also about the yard care services. It's about being of service to our senior citizens. We provide non-medical senior care. And for our youth, when I ask them, which ones, which clients you like working with the most, they like the seniors. And so when it comes down to our seniors, it's cutting up the grass, it's accompanying them to the doctor's office, it's providing their meals. We have a client that we have been providing his meals since COVID, right? Being able to deliver his meals every week. We have a new client whose her granddaughter is making sure that she's straight. She's just getting released from the hospital. The granddaughter works, and so she called upon us to make sure we provide breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack for 7 days a week, because her grandmother is very special to her. She has the need for a diabetic-friendly diet, and she knows we can handle that. When my brother-in-law had his heart attack, they sent him home and said, go home and eat healthy. Chances are, if he knew how to eat healthy, he wouldn't have had his heart attack, right? So at Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids, we work with youth ages 12 to 17, and we do have a program for those 18 and over. Chef Arthur is somewhere. But nevertheless, we have a program for kids 12 to 17, and they're learning all about not only healthy eating, but how to be problem solvers in their community.
Our tagline is we are keeping kids off the streets, training and developing our next generation of leaders, CEOs, and entrepreneurs. In this room represents so many causes. In this room, we represent so many kids, and kids are ready to get engaged. They might have a little rough edges, they may be a little all over the place, but send them to us. Youth Earn and Learn Jobs to Kids, we help build their self-confidence. We give them real world experience because we give them opportunities to help and serve others, right? So they're learning how to cook, they're learning how to shop, they're learning how to be respectful, they're learning how to introduce themselves. And they are building their muscle. We have had 19-year-olds say, I've never cut grass before until I came here. And it's not his fault. If he lived in apartments and, different places where he didn't have to cut grass. And what they're finding is, I like doing this. And it's nothing like watching a young person sweat bullets, right? To help them build that strong work ethic. So I am truly excited to be here today. I'm sure Chef Arthur will say, well, Ms. Karen, you left out a lot. Just quickly, in addition to teaching our young people how to work hard, we teach them how to play hard. So earlier this year, we raised money so that we can get them passports. We took our first international trip. We took them to Canada. Yes. Rio was with us. Yes, we went to Canada. And then a few weeks later, we took them to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Right? We try to get our kids out of their regular environment so they can see the world, right? And some of them, they count how many states we travel through. They get all excited. They have to go get luggage and all different things like that. And it just expands their understanding of what the world has for them. And one thing I'm going to leave you with is, in each one of us, God has given us a purpose. He has given us talents. And when we were little kids, it was something that we knew, that we were called to do, that we wanted to do. And sometimes life just be lifing, and it gets in the way. At Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids, we welcome volunteers. We welcome you who believe in our youth to help us to just become everything that God says that they can be. We take them to trips to Harvard, to MIT, to Norfolk State, TCC, any and everywhere to help them to understand it's all up to you, and we are here to support you. And so in this room, I'm so glad I am singing to the choir, all of my fellow people who do good and want to link together to do even more. And we thank you for coming out today. We want to make sure you get your surveys completed, because again, it's going to help us to be able to serve in so much better ways. And we need to hear from you. And we want to thank you. And we're going to pass the mic, right? We're passing the mic. All right, come on down.
Good afternoon. I don't do microphones. I'm Coach Brick, and I'll use my coaching voice. All right. Y'all hear me in the back? Yeah. So everybody came over here and discussed how they deal with mental stuff and physical stuff and training. I deal with anger. You can't tell because I look so nice and young. But I'm an angry person, and I used to fight a lot. I just retired from the military, and I did a lot of fighting in the military. I was an angry black man. I'm still angry. But what saved me was boxing. And that's what I offer to our youth. I give them an outlet. I let them come into the gym, and I can tell when they're upset. They don't want to listen to the coaches. But if I tell them to go hit that bag as hard as they can for the next 10, 15 minutes, they're going to expel all that negative energy. And then once they're tired, because I got to get them tired before they listen. But once they're tired, then their mind and their ears and their eyes open up, and I can reach them. Then they're very coachable. Then I can start training them. So with Brick House Boxing, we're not just boxing. We're here to mentor our young men. I'm here to get all that anger that they're out there in the streets shooting everybody, because they don't know how to dispense that anger. And I'm here to let them get that anger out and let them know that it's okay to be a young man or young lady and be upset and vent your anger out. It's okay to drop a few tears, okay? Everybody says real men don't cry. That's a lie. You gotta let it out. You gotta have a safe place to be able to let that out. And at Brick House Boxing, I'm gonna allow that young man or young lady to drop them tears. I'm gonna tell them to go hit the bag. then I'm gonna tell them to shut up and let's get to work. You can't dwell on it for too long. Let it out, it's time to move on. How we gonna fix it? Okay? So I'm a little harsh with my training, but I take care of all the young men and all the young ladies, and I take care of them like I'm Uncle Brick, and I become uncles to some of my fighters, and I like that. All the young people that come to my gym are going to be considered family, and I'm going to take care of them as such. So we're over at Lincoln Street on F&L and Lincoln Street. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call.
Can we give a huge round of applause for the Husky team, Holistic Urban Community Safety Initiative team? I'm so excited because we're going to do so many life-changing things. I remember the first time I did a trip, I had took a group of young kids from Norfolk to a resort. And when we got there, the little girl looks at me and she said, "Whose house is this?" I said, "This is where we're staying this weekend, baby. This is our house." And she said, "We get to stay here?" I said, "Yeah." And she just went off to tell the other children, "Y'all, we get to stay here, we get to stay here." And everybody claimed their spot in the resort. And it did something to me, y'all. And just knowing that we're gonna have that going on all the time. We're gonna get these kids and these families out of their natural surroundings. Now I know that you say, you can take somebody out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of a person. We don't wanna take the hood out of them because we want them to be who they are. We want them to have the characteristics that make them who they are, but we want them to learn. And just because you are from the hood doesn't mean that you shouldn't know how to communicate, that you shouldn't know how to process your emotions properly, that you should know how to have, compassion and care for people. Doesn't matter if you're from the hood or not. The other day, and this is just to show y'all just how much of a need of help this city of Portsmouth is in, and this is going on everywhere. But one of my daycare students the other day was on his way walking to where the school is, and a parent approached him, and she said, "You want to fight my son?" And so she then instigates a fight between her son and my student. And when my student got the upper hand in the fight that she provoked, she got out of her car and attacked him. He's only 12 years old. She violently attacked him, busted his nose, swole his eye up. Think of how traumatic that had to be for that young man. And the part to me, where is this lady's village? She don't have nobody to tell her, we don't behave that way. It's okay to be upset, but we don't behave that way. That's not the example that we set. And there's so many people out there, guys, that are behaving that way. So we gotta get back on our post. We need the village. We need to rekindle our village, guys. We can point fingers all day long about who's not doing what. But guess what? That's not getting the job done either. So what I'm asking everyone to do that's here today is to consider joining the Safe and Sound movement. We're gonna have an orientation next Tuesday on the 8th. Eddie's in the back, raise your hand, Eddie. The man with the blue shirt. Eddie White, he's amazing. He helped us put together our orientation. It's very thorough and in-depth, so whoever would like to be a part of this can understand exactly where you fit in. And I'm gonna go back to our flow chart, just in case you didn't see this key piece on it. So if you see down at the bottom, you see the Youth Earn and Learn. Is it up here?
Yes.
You see the Behind the Man's Healing. You see the Brick House Boxing and Fitness. You Need to Know Ministries. You see the Hype Factory, and then what's right here? You. This is where you fit in. You are a part of this, and we cannot get this done without you. I want to take a second because for the sake of time, I won't be able to allow as much speaking time, but I have some people that have already expressed their commitment to me and being a Safe and Sound partner, one of which is our caterer. Can we give it up to the caterer? What the food good? She's in the back. Wave your hand back there. That's Miss Erica with Southern Flair. She is our official Safe and Sound caterer. The gentleman in the back with the purple shirt on, a lot of y'all probably know him. That's Mr. Lee Deere, my birthday brother. And over to this corner, raise your hand, sis. This is my beautiful sister that I was blessed with through him. They are our official Safe and Sound media team. And so they'll be at our events, doing photos, videos. We got a documentary that we're gonna be doing, y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all too much about it, but it's gonna be real juicy. Trust me, it's gonna be really juicy. And who else do we have? We have Carlton. Carlton, stand up and take 60 seconds or less and tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, my name is Carlton Copeland. I'm originally from Portsmouth. I am the executive director for Purpose Driven and the founder of Blacktop Basketball. I operate out of Portsmouth with Capital Manor, so we do events and we partner with other organizations to make a difference in kids' lives and family lives. So I know that God has given me a mission. He said, Carlton, you go get the people, I'll do the rest. So I've been doing that for the last 6 years and he's taking care of it. We're moving into our brick and mortar in November.
Woo, woo.
You guys are from Portsmouth. The land that he gave me is sacred, and that's why I wanted to do the right thing with it. It's the old St. Mark building on Columbus Avenue that got struck by lightning and burned down years ago. So I do own that property, and we just renovated the building. And we're gonna open up not a youth center, but a community center. We want to serve the community. We want to have an impact in Brighton and Prentice Park, and also in the city of Portsmouth. Yes. So if you guys need, stop past, look at it. We want to be able to offer our space to the community to have an impact on the community, because I know I can't and we can't do it by ourselves. So it takes all of us in this room to be together out in the streets, boots on the ground, and like Chief Jenkins said, that my building's in the belly of the beast. So we want to continue to help nourish and feed the community in Brighton and Prentice Park and in the city of Portsmouth. So I'm gonna say this, Serena, I just talked to Alice about it. God gave it to me. If you guys are interested in having the best Christmas light show in the hood, I would like all of you to get with me so we can use the property, use the land that God gave me, that we can collaborative bring lights to the community this Christmas. There's a lot of things that we need, but I'm not worried about it because he told me that I wouldn't have to pay to have it done. So I'm trusting God that he will put me in the right place with the right people in order to do the things that he would have me to do. So thank you for your time.
He's in the right place, right, y'all?
Yeah.
It's a lady in here right now that told me the other day that she wanted to do a nativity scene with live animals for the kids. Hello. Hello. Raise your hand, ma'am. She right back there. Okay, so y'all get together. Okay, Amy. Amy, can you stand, please? Take 60 seconds or less. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, I'm Amy Smithers. I have Elevated Healing with Amy. I'm a holistic healer. I do sound bath meditation. I'm very passionate about healing our trauma through frequency and energy, especially the generational trauma that we carry, that we can't go to therapy and talk about because we just carry it. And a lot of the reasons we're so angry is that we're just stuck in fight or flight and we don't know how to regulate our nervous system. And so instead of taking a breath, we like pull our car over and attack a kid. So anyway, I do sound bath meditations. I teach breath work. I do it out of on Portsmouth Boulevard at Serenity Oasis. And also the people who have spaces who need meditation, come talk to me. Because I feel like we can heal through regulating, and then we raise the whole collective, right? We raise the vibration, and then love is the dominant energy instead of fear and hate. So that's what I'm about.
We're gonna go right beside her to our Safe and Sound doctor, Dr. Shante Peterson.
Hey everybody, I'm Shante Peterson. I'm an acupuncturist, and Serena is my baby's auntie. When we first moved here, she took care of them before and after school, and still she's our friend and we love her. My business is Elements of Health. I'm a wellness company. I've been a massage therapist for 25 years. And just started my acupuncture practice, and just like sound and some of the other things that people are doing, acupuncture is a healing emotional medicine. So we live in fight or flight, stress management, trauma-informed medicine that when we live in this fight or flight, it manifests in our tissues, it manifests in our organs. And acupuncture, those teeny tiny needles in the shallow bed of our skin, can help with changing the vibration, that bioelectrical energy that transforms the nerve pathway from our brain to our body and our organs. So I'm super happy to be a part of this. And it doesn't take much. Some of the programs that me and Serena talked about is just a couple of needles in the ears to help with transforming us into a higher vibration, parasympathetic. We need rest. We need to digest in order to balance our hormones, balance our nerve frequency. So I'm here for it. So anything you need, I'm here.
Excellent, thank you so much. And Miss Nikita, if you can stand, please.
Hey, everybody. Hey. I'm Nikita Hill. I'm the owner of Serenity's Oasis, a physical-ish lounge. We're located 1700 Portsmouth Boulevard, and we are all about healing. Amy does the sound bowls there, but we also have Wellness Wednesdays, which is donation-based, and Lisa scratches you out, assisted scratches, get that energy out. We have yoga on Thursdays. We have mom men's every first Saturday, which is just a mom's workshop to talk about being a mom, because I'm also a community-based doula, meaning that I work in the community. I look like our mothers. The mortality rate is very high, so I'm going to the hospitals, I'm going into the homes, and I sub all Medicaid insurances so that our moms don't have to go without care. And then I'm also coffeeteer. I am the owner of Brazilian Mist Coffee. You may see me every Saturday at the Old Town Portsmouth Farmers Market, and that coffee is a healthy coffee. It does not, it's mycotoxin free, which is mold. So when coffee sends you to the bathroom to do number 2 or spilling in the sink, that's mold, y'all. That's mold. And so this is why they're telling you now that get so sick and they can't figure out why they need to stop drinking coffee. But they need to stop drinking American coffee, right? That's what they actually mean. So yeah, that's what I do, and I'm in the community, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Let's give a round of applause for all of our first safe and sound partners. And so with that, like I told you guys, this thing is holistic. We have Jason and Coach Brickhouse. Can y'all come up here real quick? Quick. And then beside them, I would like to have Dr. Paz and April stand beside them. And then Karen, you're gonna be at the end. Come closest to me, Karen, so that way I can still be by the microphone. Step down that way a little bit, brother. Thank you. So right here, guys, represents the leaders of our 4 hubs for safe and sound. We said it's holistic. So myself and Karen, we are the overseers of the financial piece. And what we're seeking are other people that are in the financial area, whether you're a bank that would like to provide banking services for us, if you're someone that does financial education, if you are someone that can offer financial resources such as grants, we need you to get with us, okay? Next to them, Jason and Coach Brickhouse, they're over the physical aspect. So anybody that has anything to do with athletics, physical fitness, this is the 2 men that's gonna be over that. And then beside them, we have these 2 ladies. They both have plenty of years of experience working in crisis counseling and intervention, prevention, just so much stuff. But they're gonna be doing the spiritual and the emotional hub. So right here, you see the 4 hubs that are represented: financial, then we have physical, spiritual, and emotional. So we're looking to build out these hubs. So that's what your partnership looks like. You are coming underneath one of the hubs to bring your skills to the table, just like we did with the exercise earlier. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. And from doing that, that's how we're gonna be able to establish the framework to get to where we're trying to go. Our goal with this program, like we said, we're doing 100 surveys, and then we're gonna focus in on 100 participants. We've decided it's going to be 60 adults and 40 youth. They must live in the city of Portsmouth because that's what the Portsmouth United Grant clearly states. All of that should be used for the city of Portsmouth. Now, if you're not in Portsmouth, you still can participate because this is a what? Movement. A movement. So we just started in Portsmouth, guys. Somebody was paying attention. Let me say it again. This is a what? Movement. So we started in Portsmouth, but our goal is after we finish this first 10-month pilot program, we're moving to Norfolk. Then we're moving to Richmond, we're moving to DC, we're moving to New York, we're moving to California, we're moving to Texas, we're moving to Florida. We're moving, this is sweeping across the nation. It really is. And I want y'all to understand how powerful this thing is, because all of you guys that know the word said that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. And this is the part that get me, because I can tell you God has shown me a lot. He's shown me so much. All my visionaries in here, you understand what I'm saying. He showed me so much, and he whispers to me. It's that soft, faint whisper, y'all. That's why you gotta keep the background noise down. Because if you got too much noise and commotion, you're gonna miss it. You're not gonna get it because it's just a soft, gentle whisper. They say, no, go that way. Do that. No, don't do that. Get away from them. Get them out your life.
Yes, sir.
Don't go there. But if all that noise is so amplified, you're gonna miss it. And so with that, what I'm saying to you guys is we just all have to come together, because the good news is neither has it been revealed. It ain't even been completely revealed. With everything that has been seen. Not just through my lens, all of y'all, we on the same frequency, we all seeing the same stuff. We all hearing the whispers. But God said, neither has it even been entered into the heart of man, all the things he wants to do. So all we saying is a portion of it. So I just say sometimes, my God, there's more. There's more than what you've shown me. God has shown me international impact. International. Hospitals being built. People all around the country getting what they need as far as health. Financial chains being broken all around the world. God has shown me that, and there's more. I'm sure he's shown some of you guys too. And guess what? There's more. So I'm asking you today, if you feel it, you know the Spirit by the Spirit, go ahead and sign up for the orientation next week. Go ahead and join us as a partner. We're hitting the ground running. We're not playing no games. We're not making no excuses. We're going to get the work done. I appreciate everybody that came out today. You ladies and gentlemen on the stage, y'all can be seated. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick minute and we're going to open it up for Q&A. Matter of fact, hold on, before we do that, let's do a raffle. Can we get a raffle up here? Who want to win something? And I've only seen, let me see. Now, this is not for the $50 gift card. Some of you guys have not done your survey yet, because when I checked, I only seen about, I only see 15 submissions, and we have close to 100 people in here, only 15 survey submissions. So if you've already done your survey, great, but if you haven't, I'm gonna give you within the next about 7 or 8 minutes to get it done, and then we're gonna announce our $50 Amazon gift card winner. To be eligible, you have to do the survey. We are announcing that today. Now, these raffles, these just because we love y'all. And I love giving stuff away. As you get to know me more, you will learn that that's the truth. If you already know me, you already know how I get down. I love to give. And so, you got the thing? Okay, who can we get? Where my boy at? Come on, Lee, Little Lee. This is Little Lee. This is my man, y'all. I love him. He's so sweet. He is going, y'all say, come on, Lee. Call my number. Okay. He's going to pick it out, and then he's going to call you. This is for the chance to win a $10 Dollar Tree gift card. And it says happy birthday. So happy birthday, y'all. Okay, because this is a new day. We have started new. This is the birth of a movement. So happy birthday to everybody in here today. Okay? Oh wow. Look, somebody can donate some extra Chick-fil-A gift cards. We can do 2 more door prizes, y'all. Woo! Who did that? Raise your hand. Who doing it? Thank you, Mr. Jet in the back. Thank you so much.
Ready? 9, 3, 2, 7, 0, 8. Next one is 9, 3, 2, 7, 1, 2.
All right.
Oh wow, we just got another donate. Look at how cute this donate and stuff. Don't that make y'all feel good? We got a $20 Youth Earn and Learn gift card. Let's clap it up for Youth Earn and Learn. Thank you.
Next one is 9, 3, 2, 7, 1, 7. Next one. 9, 3, 2, 5, 5, 6.
We got one more to go.
Last one. 9, 3, 2, 6, 9, 0.
Woo!
All right. Now, if any of you have any questions, if you want to raise your hand. Yes, ma'am.
Who's the young lady that's the grant writer?
Who is the young lady that's the grant writer? Where are all of our grant writers? That's right, Dr. Bridget. That's it. Woo-hoo! All right, other questions? They're making that connection right there. Anybody have other questions? Yes, ma'am.
What exactly, I guess, are you guys looking for? What's basically based on the
So for the orientation, what spaces are we looking to fill? We're starting with our steering committee. And with that steering committee, you can be able to share with us your availability, your talents, your gifts, and then we're gonna be able to plug you in so that we can work together to reduce violence in the city of Portsmouth. Okay, and the orientation is gonna be next week. Next week, Tuesday. It's gonna be virtual. Great question. It's gonna be virtual, all right? Yes. So do we have the time for it? Do we have the time for the orientation?
It's gonna be 7 p.m. via Zoom next week, okay? And if you're unable to come, just communicate that with us, because what we will be doing is recording it. So if you are unable to come up there in person, that's okay. You can get a recording afterwards, okay?
In terms of making sure that we have your information, because you want to attend our orientation, Dr. Pass, wave your hand, Dr. Pass, make sure that you give her the information. Next question. Next question. Is there a question that we missed? We can't hear. Is there a question that we missed? Yes. Will you be getting the Zoom link? Yes. Right? Yes. We're going to make sure that you get the Zoom link, but we need you to check in before you leave to make sure we have your contact information, and you can give it to Dr. Pass and your email address. It can be at the registration table. It can be to any one of the blue shirts, right? Any one of the blue shirts. Make sure we have your information so that we can give you that Zoom link. All right?
And also, if you go to Eventbrite and follow our page, we have it up there. It's another event. So if you go up there and register for it on Eventbrite, you can automatically have the Zoom link sent to you as well. Under Impact, individuals making positive active change together. Again, my phone number is 757-254-8156. That's my cell phone. 757-254-8156. Okay, I'll say it one more time for you. 757-254-8156. Feel free to call me, guys, or text me. If I don't answer immediately, I do run 2 daycare centers and a nonprofit and a lot of other stuff. So I will definitely get back to you as soon as I get the moment. Text message is always the fastest way to contact.
And before any of us leave out, just one thing quickly. Maybe have your attention. April. Come on up, please.
All right, I know that some of you guys are about to go, so the only thing that I would ask is if you leave out quietly. We did start a little bit behind time, so we have 2 more things that we need to do. So if you do need to leave, we ask that you will leave out quietly, okay? We need to finish 2 things. So if you bring your attention to the stage, you guys will see this is our Safe and Sound logo. I wanted you to make sure you pay close attention to this because we were very thoughtful in the conceptualization of this logo. At the bottom, our tagline is pursuing peaceful communities. And you see at the bottom at the roots, we have the children. We have them at the roots. And then we have the tree. So when you think of a tree, you think of family. It's a family tree. And then all along, you see the different ethnicities and ability levels that are represented, because that's what a community is. It is diverse and it's inclusive. And then with the music note, the piggy bank, the cross, the uplifted hands, the recycle, all of those things were purposely put there because we wanted this logo to be able to symbolize everything that we're trying to accomplish. We wanted it to show safety. We wanted that when people see it, they feel sound. If you look around the room, these banners, these are our core values, guys. We have protection, resilience, peace of mind, responsibility, security. The one in the back, Miss Bridget, lift that up for me, that blue sign behind you. Preparedness. Beside that one, well-being. What's the green one back there, Erica? Community cares, trust, empowerment, vigilant. These are our core values for Safe and Sound. And so we just wanted you guys to just know that this logo has a lot of meaning behind it. And We wanted you guys to be able to know that if you would like to afterwards come up here, get a picture, and we're gonna give April the chance to come back because she has something very powerful that she had shared with us. By show of hands, who knows what a cicada is? A cicada. Okay, so you guys are gonna learn something very different about the cicada. So come on, April. And we ask that while she's speaking, that you guys could please listen to her because I promise you this is something that's gonna bless you. But you have to listen and hear the meaning in it. And after that, we'll be ready to go back to networking, okay? April?
Hey. All right. Do Gooder family, potential safe and sound family. I was asked to present this information about a cicada. Being a visionary, a business owner, a mother, a wife, and all the other labels and manners. Expanding and growing has been very tough, coming from the place that I was at, wanting to take my own life, not knowing my own worth, not loving myself the way that I deserve to be loved, and then allowing other people to treat me with that same reflection of lack of self-love. It's been a long journey to get to this place. And joining with this group of powerful visionary and leaders has been a quick jump for me and stretched me. And so I was talking to God, and I received a message through seeing a cicada. I thought it was a horsefly, and I was running and screaming, if you want to see a plus-size girl run fast, put me around. Anything that's going to bite me or sting me. So I was like, dang, that's a horsefly, I'm get it. And he said, man, that's a cicada. So I said, all right. And then later on, I saw a cicada again. So I already know that spirit communicates with me through symbols and messages and signs. And so I understand that language with me in spirit. And so I decided to look that up. Why I keep seeing these cicada? So this is what I came across. I shared it with my group in our at the end of all of our groups, we have an inspirational moment. And this was my inspirational moment. And they were so moved and touched by it that they wanted me to share it here. So somebody may need this. All right, y'all. I just found out, I got to text my husband, so this is a text. I just found out that unlike a butterfly, moth, or other insect that completely morphs, cicadas don't have a pupal stage. They don't have a middle stage. They come out from living underground and then they shed. They have no waiting period. So I asked Spirit, well, what does that mean for me? And Spirit said that nymph or untransformed cicadas remain underground upwards of 17 years, living their normal everyday lives. And during a certain season, they come up from underground into a new environment. And it is then in the new environment that they shed the skin that was needed in the old environment. There is no waiting period. Your transformation is going to be immediate. You don't have to wait on yourself. You don't have a dormant period. You have been thrust into this new environment and you feel ill-equipped because you have just emerged from the ground in your old skin. But it is your emergence into the new environment that triggers the shedding of your old skin. And when you emerge from the shell, you will be fully and properly prepared already, immediately, to take full advantage and to enjoy the new environment that you have just entered. If you stay underground waiting for your shell to shed before you enter the new environment, you will never transform. If you stay underground waiting for your shell to shed before you enter the new environment, you will never transform. The male cicada, once transformed and in the new environment also brings with it a song. They are known for their singing. So Spirit is saying that you are emerging with your song, your message, your vibration, your music. You have something to offer, something to give, something that you will be remembered by, and people will know it's you just by your song. They will benefit from you even if they never see you. They will hear your song. Spirit said that the male cicada is relevant because it represents the assertiveness and the outward action energy that is required at this time to take back our community, to take back our families, to take back our peace. It requires an outward action. The song will create the change. The song will create the ripple. So just sing your song. Sing your song. Be who you are, unapologetic. Sing your song. You matter. What you stand for matters. What happened to you in the past matters. What it done to you how it transformed you matters. Sing your song. Almost done. It's not that the feminine energy, now mind you, the male cicada is the one that sings the song, right? So Spirit was saying it's not that the feminine energy of receiving is not needed. It is very much so needed because it is the feminine energy of sitting in silence and receiving that gives direction to the male energy of action. So Spirit is saying to you, you have to get with yourself. You have to get in your quiet place. Like Serena said earlier, you got to quiet down the noise so you can hear that gentle whisper, that gentle nudge. So you'll know what to do next. So you can walk in your calling. How can you hear what's calling you if you don't get quiet? It's just that now it's time to sing the song. It's time to be seen. It's time to be heard. It's time to be felt. It's time to be noticed. It's time to be unforgettable. Let's take back our community. So who's ready to sing the song with us? All right, so right now we have our streamers coming around. And once you get your streamer, we're going to ask that you will stand to your feet and sing along with us. Okay? And it's okay if you can't sing well. We just ask you to make a joyful noise, okay? It's all right. Yeah. You got a song with your name? Oh, sure. Maybe good job. All right, does everybody have their streamers? All right, wave them in the air, wave them in the air. And on the count of 3, I want you to say safe and sound. 1, 2, 3. Safe and sound. All right, take that same energy with you guys wherever you go. Keep it in your heart. You're welcome to keep your streamer. Come on up, take some pictures with us. We're going to put some music on. We're going to network. So thank y'all again. Come and see anybody with a blue shirt if you need more information. Yeah, thank you so much. Where the DJ?
We still have plenty of food, y'all, so please get you something else to eat. Plenty of food, plenty of food, plenty of food. Also, if you post any of these pictures, can you please hashtag safe and sound? If you post any of these pictures, please hashtag safe and sound. Hey, Mom.
I'm so glad to see you, Mel. Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining. We will see you next week on the Zoom. Thanks, Rita. Thanks, Simon.